was able to sneak away for a little bit. So I want to share with you guys what I'm up to. So I have gotten a few comments from friends and family just kind of saying, hey, what are you doing this whole time? Or, hey, we want to see you. So here I am. So just to give you guys a recap of what I do all day.
But it will not do. My feelings will not be repressed. You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you.
This is not what I do all day. So as you can imagine, I have cooking duty, homeschooling all the children duty, record and editing duty, and of course, dead guy duty. I really wish I had less duties. Okay, all joking aside.
So other than all my little wifely duties of cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids, I also homeschool. And then also on top of that, I am the one behind the camera. So I'm the one following Paul or the kids, just kind of trying to capture everything. I just love that I'm able to do that. Sometimes it is a bit of an inconvenience. Paul's like, hey, I know you want some time, but we're gonna go do this project. Can you videotape? It's hard sometimes, especially when I want to come and craft. So this afternoon, I was able to kind of sneak away a little bit. Paul and the kids were still working with the market garden. So I have not done a video on the finished product for the craft room. So we have filmed the building of the craft room. The reason why it's not posted is more pride issues on my behalf because there's no decor. So I have a vision, I have something planned, I have a Pinterest board just teeming with different ideas, but they haven't come to fruition yet. So I haven't posted any videos. So I apologize. Hopefully soon that will be done. Or I just humble myself and deal with, hey, it's not done yet, but here it is. So I will share with you guys the project that I've been working on. All right, guys, so I spun you guys around and we're looking at on top of my work table. So this is the work table that Paul built for me, and I will link that here for you guys. So what I've been working on are masks. As you guys know, the whole coronavirus has been going on. So I made another mask and Paul wanted something with more filter, something that felt more secure. So I watched a lot of videos, and with the help of my twin sister and my good friend Shauna, I got a few different videos and I got a general idea of what I wanted. And so I used leftover fabric. So we have the front of it and then the back of it has a pocket so I can add an extra filter if I want to. Now this is pretty thick. So I don't really know if another filter is really necessary. I have seen some YouTubers that add a paper towel, a napkin. Some use a different type of filters, like a HEPA filter, I think it's called. Now that's kind of debatable because I've heard some people say that there's fiberglass in there. Some others say, no, you can use felt, you can use this. And so I think if I'm gonna use any kind of filter, it's gonna be probably like a napkin. But like I said, this is pretty thick. It has several layers. This is double layered. Then I have the interfacing, and then I have this layer. So I don't know if another filter is really necessary. So I have two different setups on this one. This kind goes over the whole head. Now I have had a few challenges making these. A lot of it is different ears. So Paul's ears have a harder time holding them, and the kids have, of course, smaller heads, and I didn't realize there was so many different sizes, just stability. So Paul has this style on the Batman over the head, and then I'm making these for me and the kids, and I'm gonna be working on some Star Wars fabric. I had hoped to make a lot more and give some out to some friends that are not really seamstresses. Paul went to Walmart and naturally there's no more elastic. And the worker there was like, well, a lot of people are doing exactly what you have on your face. And so we have no more elastic. So I did have some on my little stockpile that I've been using. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make as many. And now with just different difficulties, I don't know how many I'll make. And when I say difficulties, I mean the different sizes. So it's not like I can make a whole bunch and be like, here, send them off, because it's kind of customizable and a lot of these people don't live here. So I'm gonna share that these masks, one of the reasons why I really took some time to customize them and make sure that they were good masks is because they are universal. Other than the whole coronavirus, they could be used for other stuff around the farm as well. The other day when our neighbor was helping us till the ground, there was a whole bunch of dust and dirt, and the kids grabbed their masks and they were out there. And the other day I was spraying some wasps on some of the rafters in the workshop. And I'm using all natural, so I had that peppermint spray with water and I was spraying it. A couple of it was getting in my face, and although it's not poisonous, it's not really something I want to be tasting. So that's what I worked on this afternoon. So I was able to get 2 masks done, and I felt accomplishment because a lot of times I don't have that flexibility. And then I headed outside, and so I will share with you guys what I did outside for an hour. So it's just about sunset, and right before the sunset I like to go out for my walk. So during the winter months I pretty much was able to do it whenever it was nice, if it wasn't raining and the weather was all right. But now that it's about springtime, I don't like to go in the middle of the day. I love to listen to audiobooks as I'm walking. So I did just finish The Book Thief, and I finished a few, and I was joking with Paul that our neighbors are gonna think that he abuses me, because as I was walking I was sobbing. I was just like, no, they're dead. And I looked ridiculous. I know I did, and I know that a couple times I'll just start laughing and I'm like, people are gonna think he's got a mental wife over there, like she's just crazy. So before I go out for my walk, I'm gonna gear up. This is a homemade bug spray. This particular one has peppermint. I've done a few that has tea tree oil, lemongrass. Now I'm gonna gear up because there's a lot of ticks here. We haven't hit really mosquito season yet. I'm not looking forward to it because I know I'm delicious. I do drink coffee with a lot of sugar, and so I do have a lot of sugar in my blood, so I get bitten a lot. When I get mosquito bites, we do blow dry them, and it actually does really help. You just add the blow dryer until it kind of warms up, and then it won't itch. But as far as ticks, that's not something I really expected to deal with out here in the country. Eventually I'm hoping that with the chicken tractor and the chickens running around the yard, they will decrease that. That's one thing that I'm really looking forward to, is just them coming in and removing those pests. But for now I have to gear up. I'm gonna pepper myself all up before I go out for my walk, and then when I get back from my walk I just check myself to make sure that I don't have any of them on me. I've had a few on my clothes. Thankfully none of them have penetrated, because that would just be so gross. But I mean, if it does, unfortunately that's part of the territory here. You just take them off. We've been taking them off a lot of Luna, poor dog. Luna, you gonna get a spray?
So Luna does not like the spray. I've never had a dog that has thrown a tantrum to show me that he does not like it. He does have a tick collar. We just add the spray to him just for an extra precaution. David is always so good. He always checks his fur brother when he comes in, just in case.
So I'm gonna go for my walk, and I'll take you guys with me on a few paths, because there are a few paths that are just so beautiful, and the grass is starting to get longer. And I did voice a complaint, and Paul was so sweet. He was like, okay, show me your game trail, and he followed me along my path, and he was just mowing that down. So where I walk, there's definitely a game trail. And I was laughing because the other day I noticed that I'm not the only one using my game trail. Nowhere else in that area is there animal poop, but there's like deer poop on my walkway, and I'm like, this isn't your game trail, this is my game trail.
I did try to keep the pictures in order as much as possible in the way they occur when I'm walking. And guys, I can honestly say that Kentucky is becoming more and more beautiful. I thought Kentucky was beautiful during the winter, but as spring kicks in and things are in bloom, things are becoming green. Oh my goodness, some of the views are just breathtaking. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what my average day looks like. Thanks for watching, guys.